Thought we'd make it at least one video without having to do something jank. Come on. Why do you need an aftermarket intake? It is very simple. They sound freaking amazing. There are lots of other reasons. You can get more performance with better flow and colder air, but if we're being honest with yourself, they look and sound incredible. The purpose of an intake is very simple. The air has to get into your engine, but you don't want all of the dirt and crap and water coming from outside and getting in there. So the stock one right here is very simple. The air comes in here, goes down below so that all the crap gets caught, and then goes up through a filter and into the engine. We also have our mass airflow sensor here, which lets the computer know how much air it's pulled in. And overall, OEMs just simply want that air to be clean and for it to not sound too loud. Today we're going to be installing the Blitz Carbon Fiber Intake System, and it looks so freaking nice. Andy, how much did you pay for this?
Too much.
Too much, I believe you. Oh my God, this is beautiful. It is also huge. Now, the bit of this intake that is very special is right here. We have what is a little cold air intake situation that's going to go down nearer to the wheel well so that it's able to suck in extra cooler air and hopefully increase the performance, but we'll see. Just by looking at it, you can tell that this is a very nice intake. So what does a worse intake look like? Well, this right here. I had this on my Golf for a while, and it is very simply a filter on a tube. There is nothing else to it. The fitment of this was so poor that I could not even install my engine cover while it was on. Now, the filter on a tube is very awesome for induction noises. You get loads of turbo sounds, but at the expense of performance and reliability. There is dirt on the inside of this intake. There should not be dirt on the inside of your intake. That means there is dirt inside of your engine. But almost the bigger problem is that because the engine is getting really hot and there was nothing around this, when taking off from a stoplight, you could really feel that there was hot air getting sucked into the engine and it was pulling back power. Simply put, when air is colder, it is denser. The denser the air that goes into your engine, the more power you make. And that's why you want a nice intake like this one. The instructions honestly look pretty good. It is too bad that I can't understand any of it. So I just pull on this and it comes out?
Yep.
All right. Oh. I'm totally okay doing that on my car, but it's so much scarier on someone else's. Mass airflow coming off. Wow, this is so easy to work on. Is this ready to come off? Looks like it. Oh, very nice. One really popular mod at this stage is just a simple drop-in filter. So we have our stock filter, which is right here, and you just take that and replace it with one that's a lot less filter. So Andy, for the last little while, has been using the Sprint filter drop-in filter, which did give him a tiny bit more noise, but he's also a bit concerned that it might be giving him a tiny bit more crap in his engine. So Andy, the 10 mil is just supposed to go like right in there, right?
Yeah, you drop it in.
Yeah, you drop it in there, your turbo goes into your intercooler, car's way faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There's the stock air box, totally gone. This is so wild. Andy has a bag of stuff. We need to put some foam tape and a bunch of accessories on here. I always just buy all of my crap off Facebook Marketplace as cheap as possible, so I never get to do this stuff. One very unique part of this air intake is the filter. Andy has got the special Japan-only version, which looks freaking incredible. For the most part in North America, you'd be getting a K&N oiled filter, whereas this right here, this like metal one should work just as well and give us some very nice sound. After installing this heat shield, transferring over some components from the original intake, and adding a couple of brackets, I think this is good to go in. Oh, there we go. Mass airflow can go in, and we definitely didn't have to take out the whole intake to route that around. The next step is supposed to be installing this little scoop in under there, but it seems like the Integra is a little bit different than the Type R. So unfortunately this won't go in, but I think it's fine. And I've already said this like 20 times, but holy frig, is ever nice intake. Wonderful. Now we just need to add in our little cold air intake, and that just goes right in, no, there's no way this fits.
Feels like the DE5 has a more pointy front bit compared to the FL5. So as you can see, the bottom piece of the carbon fiber it's sitting on the headlamp.
Thought we'd make it at least one video without having to do something janky. We're trying to maybe use this at some point. No, we're just gonna go to the store and get a proper rotary tool.
2,000 years later.
We're back, and I am now the proud owner of a Milwaukee die grinder. This thing is absolutely beautiful, and the first thing it's going to do is cutting some carbon fiber. Now, my tips for cutting carbon fiber are A, don't, and B, if you really need to, please put on a mask. The fibers that come off of this are super bad for you, so if they get in your lungs, you're gonna have a really bad time. Don't breathe that, seriously. All right, let's see if it fits. Oh dear. We need more off this side. Oh, come on, what's hitting now? Even more of this needs to go, jeez. I think we did it.
Nice.
Oh, maybe a tiny bit more. Yeah, it's just sitting on top now, so we'll massage it, but she's good. Cleaned it up, added a little bit of tape just to make sure that it's not sharp on anything. And there we go. Last bolt's going in. Andy, this thing is friggin' beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
How much did it cost?
It's about like $11.50 US.
$11.50 US, oh my God. But people, do not worry. There's other stuff that you can do that's much less expensive. On many cars, there are intake mods that you can do for more performance for free. For instance, on the Volkswagen Golf, there's this great big intake spot right here, but from the factory, half of it is just blocked off. Dremel this away like I have right here, and boom, you have a bunch more air coming in. Also, inside of the actual intake box, once we get down below this filter, there is a snow guard that is down in here. Now you just have to remove that and you can make more power. On my car, I got an AFE power intake, which even though you get all of the nice whooshes and stuff, reuses the bottom half of the stock intake so you don't have to spend as much. This thing right here cost me about $200, so much more frugal and still lots of whoosh. Anyway, Andy, we get to try yours out now?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, yeah. All right, the intake is installed, but this is before that. So we have the stock intake here to see how it sounds. So let's see. From 50, I'm just gonna hit it in third.
Does it suck? Or does it not suck?
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either.
I hear exhaust.
Yeah.
I hear engine.
Yeah.
I do not hear a lick of intake. Let's see what it sounds like with the intake. It's day 2. We accidentally had our audio cut. We only got intake noise, but we're here again and let's give it a go. This is...
Oh yeah, it's sucking!
It sounds so good.
Now you actually feels like you're driving a turbo car.
Yeah.
It's not over the top loud.
It's just a nice little, you know, there's a turbo. Well, do you want to give her a go?
Here we go. Wheel hopping.
It sounds so freaking good.
Oh my God, like this is like way more enjoyable.
The balance between the intake sound and the exhaust is like perfect now. Like, do you think you have more power now?
Like according to the graph, it's about like 10 horsepower up and about like 20 Newton meter up. So maybe? It definitely like will hop a tiny bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I totally believe that, but
hey, you feel faster. That's what was important. So good. Oh my God.
question though, is it $1,000 good?
I mean, the look is definitely a $1,000 look.
Oh yeah.
But if you only want the whoosh sound, you don't have to spend like $1,000 for a cold air intake. You can just get the regular version that's like plastic housing. You don't have to go like carbon fiber. But man, is it ever more enjoyable to like have an intake and hear the turbo noise. Holy
Just like it'll be really enjoyable if you guys hit like, get subscribed. Subscribing would be a huge help. I don't even know the name of this channel yet, but we do have some incredible plans for it.
Exactly. Subscribe. Let's go.
Have a great old day.